But I'll tell you, the first landing, first carrier landing, it was so traumatic. You know, as soon as you land, why they gave you a signal, flaps up, and hooks up, and I think I must have sat there 30 seconds, and
said,
I'm glad I'm aboard.
Wow, I did that.
And then finally, I realized what they wanted, and I put my.
Now, you're flying what type of airplane again?
That was a Hellcat, but we didn't have the wind over, so they said, let's put you in SNJs and you can get your carrier landings, and it was just mostly paperwork. So they gave a couple guys the SNJ and said, you try that, we'll do some carrier landing practice here on a little field next to Chicago. And that was so drastic. I mean, the J is harder to fly than the Hellcat. Oh yes, it is. Yeah. So they said, okay, you guys wait, we'll get the wind. And so in 7 days, the wind came back up, and we got back in the Hellcats and went out and got our landings.
I'm a little surprised. You flew the FM-2 Wildcat also, did you not?
Yeah.
But it was an older airplane. Usually you would think of a person flying it first and the Hellcat second, maybe.
Well, I got to fly that in photo school. I was selected to be the photo pilot for the fighter, for the air group. And we had an FM, I don't know whether it was a Grumman or a General Motors FM. It was a Hellcat, a Wildcat.
That's been one of my favorite airplanes all my life.
It was a little jewel, and because it was a photo pilot, we didn't have any armor plate in the thing. It was light.
Lightweight.
All light, and we had the photo school next to an army base up in Pennsylvania, and we'd have a rivalry. The lightnings would come in, we'd have a dogfight, and whoever got in the other guy's tail and couldn't get off, you had to go back to your field sometimes. So here you go back to your own field with this lightning on the back, and everybody knew that you'd been disgraced. But the same way, when we'd go into their field, and we could always beat the lightning.
When you say lightning, what are you talking about?
The P-38.
The P-38.
Yeah, that's
twin engine.
Lockheed.
But
P-38.
they couldn't turn inside of you. You could outturn them, I guess.
We were light, and the F4F is really nice. The bad part of that was the mechanical gear. You had to crank that thing 26 turns to get the gear up. And on takeoff, to help that, you'd get a little bit of altitude, and then you push the nose down, and then crank while it was getting that lift out of it. And then so you'd always see a Hellcat go up in steps rather than a smooth climb.